most notable, is a way to have a state corporation avoid paying federal income tax. I think that's pretty substantial. I think your tribe is one of the first tribes that has wanted to look at how to get that accomplished. Again, how to take advantage of sovereignty. As Maurice points out, and I think part of the key to this is, and it's important for the tribe to understand this, just like the Alaska Native corporations are talking about their shareholders, you all are the shareholders of this tribe. We're not formed in Lower 48 as they are up in Alaska. So we still have tribal members. So everything that is done by your tribal council, by the bank holding company, by the bank itself, and by David Burrell as the chief executive officer of the bank, it's all with the fiduciary duty that's owed to the shareholders, that's the members that are sitting in the audience. And the structure is just again, it's a structure that allows the business to be understood, for one thing, but it is a real basic structure to allow the business to function in a way that's going to make it successful and profitable. So even in the case of the bank, and again, this is the same way that Meskwaki Inc. has been formed. You have formed a corporation, so you have a board of directors, but that board of directors owes a duty to the corporation. The corporation is ultimately responsible to the tribe and therefore answers to your tribal council. And I'm sure tribal council knows this very dearly out here, that they are responsible and answerable to the members of the tribe, or similarly to the Alaska Native corporations, to the shareholders of these business enterprises. So Meskwaki Inc. has already been set up in that exact format, and the board of directors was selected, as Maurice pointed out. There was a national search for a president and chief executive officer. The board of directors selected Bill Argent, and so Bill is the president and CEO of Meskwaki Inc. And the same safeguards are in place. Ultimately, the responsibility and accountability isn't for Bill Argent. It's ultimately the board of directors of Meskwaki Inc. who have to answer to your tribal council. Ultimately, your tribal council answers to you. Pete used the word concept, that we have to understand what is the concept. Well, in the banking world, some of the things that capitalistic America does, it makes some sense. So in the world of banking, the United States has built a great banking system. There's no sense in reinventing the wheel. So we borrow from what has been created with our capitalistic system. But we did so realizing that existing banks aren't serving our Indian communities. So this bank was charging commission. We will take what's already there. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. So that's the concept. But we do have to change it, and it's more than minor tweaks. I think David Morrell would attest to this. But there needs to be a commitment that not only does the bank have to make money, otherwise it's not going to be able to serve its purpose, but it needs to figure out innovative and creative ways to serve Indian country. And I think that what I hear when I come back up here, that the bank has been very successful in doing that. The bank has been involved with financial literacy. In the classroom, I understand that the Meskwaki Nation got a national award for financial literacy for its program. I understand the bank is trying to figure out creative ways to serve the members of this community, make loans available. The bank has to do so in a safe and prudent fashion, because again, the bottom line is to make money, and that's the same thing Meskwaki Inc. is all about. Is it's intended to make money just as any corporation